Hi there, this is Malay and welcome to my channel. Well, in today's video, let's deep dive and look at the Microsoft Word actions in Power Automate Desktop. So let's get started. Now, very first is let's look for the Microsoft Word actions. And the very first thing that we're going to be doing is launching the Word. This will help us to launch with a blank document. If you would like to work with the new Word document, we can go with the blank Word document. Or else, if you want, you can open the following document. In this case, you can provide the path of the Word document and that Word document will open. So for now, let's go with the blank document. And if you would like the document really to see on the screen, you can keep the instance visible. If you do not want that to happen, you can hide that so that the Word instance is still available in the Power Automate desktop. However, you will not actually see the Word being open. So in this case, let's actually keep this open and the variable produced would be Word instance. So we will be able to work with that Word document with the help of the Word instance. Click on save. Now that we have opened the Word document, let's go ahead and write a content to a Word document. Let's go and drag and drop that. Obviously, it will pick up the Word instance. That means we would like to write the content to the Word document which is just opened, the blank document which is just open. Let me grab some text that we'll be writing here. You can also have a content coming in from the variable. I have put in the content about the common data service. I purposefully have written the common data service because we'll be looking at the find and replace word later. Append a new line. Well, you can append the new line. Write a text to beginning of the Word file, end of the Word file, before a bookmark or after a bookmark. Now we are creating a new file, so let's go and use the beginning of the Word file. Click on save. Now once the content is written, let's go ahead and save the Word document. In this case, let's go for same Word instance and go for save document. You can also go for save as document. Let's go with save document. Click on save and then let's close a Word. Let's again go for save document and close the same instance. Click on save. Click run. It will launch the Word. It's launching. It has written the Word, saved the Word and closed the Word also. So now if we go ahead and search for a word, you will see that basic concepts of data common service. That's the document that was actually written by the Power Automate desktop. As you can see, it has been now written and saved as well. Now let's go ahead and instead of write a document, let's delete that. Let's go for read from a Word document. So we're going to be using the Word instance. So in that case, we'll also have to change the launch word. In this case, we will go with open the following document and let's give a path called cds.docx. Let's make the instance visible. We can open the Word document as read only. In that case, you will not be able to perform any operations within this Word document. We are okay with that. For now, turn on this option, go to advanced. If you have your Word document protected, you want to make sure that you provide the password in case if you want to write. If it's a protected file, you also want to provide the password if you want to read the content if it's a protected file. For now, let's go and save. Let's now drag and drop read from a document. It will read the same document. Yes, we would like to retrieve all the entire document. If you want to get only the specific pages content, you can specify the pages. If you want the range of the page, you can specify like 3-5. It will allow you to read only the text or the content starting from page number 3 till page number 5. In this case, we're going to go and put whole document. You can also go and read the specific bookmarks. So let's change it to whole document. Click on save, remove this and keep the close Word. Let's go and click run. It launched the Word, open the existing document. Well, we can't save it while closing because we opened it as a read-only document. So we need to change the configuration. Let's open this and change this. Click on save. Now let's run. This time we should be good. And it is executed successfully. If you open the Word data, we will see that we were able to successfully retrieve the content of the Word document. Now, of course, if you have the HTML, if you have the images is something you will not be able to retrieve in the content of this variable, but you get the content, the text content I'm talking about. Now let us use find and replace Word document. So in this case, we'll be using the same Word instance. We can go for finding the word, which is, let's say, common data service. Of course, the name is changed to Dataverse, so we want to change it. You can also go for using a wildcard characters if you have. You can go for match case if you want to compare exactly the same letters, casing, and if you want to make sure that you only search for match the whole words only, then go for it. I'm going to keep this because we are looking for the entire common data service word to be found. All matches, yes, it's not that I only want to work with first. I want to make a changes to all the instances. You should be good. Click on save, and let's just double check the closed word. We are also saving the document. We should be good. Make sure that document is not open right now, and let's hit run. It launched the Word document. It will read the content and look for common data service word, will replace with the Dataverse and close the word. So the execution is completed. Let's go and look at the content, and then you can see that common data service, that was word, that is now replaced with Dataverse. So you can see we don't now have the common data service. So you can also go ahead and use the find and replace words also. Now we don't need this find and replace. Let's disable the action for now, and let's go ahead and insert the image into the Word document. Now in this case, we'll be continuing using the same document Word instance. Where would you like to add the image? Do you want to add it to the beginning of the Word file, end of the Word file, before certain bookmark, after certain bookmark, before a text, or after a text? In this case, I'm going to put end of the Word file. Insert the image from, you can go for a clipboard or you can go for a file. In this case, I'll choose file. I'll go with the image path. I have the image cds.png in this folder. Let's go and save this, and let's hit run again. It'll launch a Word document, read the content, and then we'll insert the image, and then we'll save the document and then close it. So let it complete the process, and the process is executed. Let's open the same document, and if you scroll down, you can see the image is successfully inserted. Let's do one thing in the core concept of CDS. Let's go ahead and add the bookmark. We're in the insert menu, bookmark, let's add that. Call it the CDS concept, and let's click on add. So now we have one of the bookmark in the documentation. Let's go back to the Power Automate desktop flow. In this case, we had the insert image. Let's open this again, and instead of end of Word file, you can say after a bookmark, and in the bookmark, let's give a value CDS concept, and let's click on save. Let's hit run. Let's wait for the process to complete, and this time it should add the same image after the specific bookmark that we just saved. And it has completed the execution. Let's go and check the file. Let's open this, and you can see the image is now added after the bookmark because we added the bookmark here. Well, I hope this simple example helped you to understand various actions associated with the Word, and you know how to work with the Word automations in Power Automate desktop. I thank you so much for watching this video.